one of the most important kits you can have is a car kit. So in a car kit, you will want like an extra coat or a jacket and a blanket. And I've put these in just kind of a clear bag that we could maybe kneel on if we needed to change a tire or something like that. So those just lay on top of our kit because our kit is open. Now we've got this little tote that our daughter gave us for Christmas, and it's just open, and that's what we keep it in. We can start over here with some kitty litter. Kitty litter is always a great thing to have in your car kit in case you get stuck. You could also have a shovel in there in case you get stuck in the snow, because we do live in eastern Idaho. I've got some paracord or nylon cord and some duct tape, and another pair of shoes. These are definitely not all-weather shoes, but they're my shoes, and you know, could help me maybe get some more traction than maybe the dress shoes that I wear to work sometimes. And this kit is specific to the car that I drive, because it's not going to make any sense for me to put my husband's shoes in here. And then just some leather gloves and some wrenches, a little wrench set here, some WD-40, a small fire extinguisher, and Fix-A-Flat. Now I know that people, mechanics and that, don't really like that, but in a pinch, you know, if I'm stuck at the top of Malad Pass, I'm using it. And then this is a de-icer. And then back here I have kind of a multi-head screwdriver, and then a first aid kit. Now this, it looks pretty intense, but it's mostly bandages and pain relievers. Put in a first aid kit, whatever you think you might need if you were stranded somewhere for 24 hours. And then just, this is kind of a microfiber type cloth that helps get the fog off the windows. Over here, I've got a couple of hats. I always plan for at least 2 people in a car. So I've got 2 beanies. And then I don't know if you've ever seen one of these, but it's one of those alcohol paint can stoves where you put a roll of toilet paper down in here, and you pour the rubbing alcohol in it, and you light this on fire, and then you set this lid up on washers that stand up in this rim, and I can do a little video on that too. And then the heat comes out, and you can use it as a heater. You can use it to heat up a can of food. You do want to crack a window in your car so the fumes can get out, but that's just kind of a little heater for emergencies. And then I've got, I don't know, a little communication bag, I guess, a cell phone charger, a card game, a pen and pencil, and a notepad. I've got maps of Idaho Falls, and then cities that we go to a lot, and then a US map, just in case. And then a big flashlight. And then in here is kind of my more warmth stuff. Like I said, I planned for at least 2. I've got 3 emergency blankets in here, and some hand warmers, and a little fire starting kit if I needed to go outside and start a fire for some reason. So that is that side of it. And what I really like about this little container is that these, this divider, you can take this divider out and just have 2 big open areas. I've got some beef jerky in here, some granola bars, and applesauce, and some fruit, dried fruit things. Just enough, you know, to kind of keep you alive kind of thing. And then a couple cans of raviolis that, again, like I said, you could use that paint can heater to heat those up. So I've got stuff for when it's hot or cold. Here's something for when it's hot, just a simple paper fan. I think I got this at the dollar store. Some masks in case there's smoke or something in the air. You know, if you're just sitting stranded in your car, you don't need to worry about a pandemic, right? And then I've got water bottles in here, and they're sealed in Ziploc bags because, of course, you know, the freezing and thawing and that. Some people do not like to keep water bottles in their car in the summer because of the heat and worrying about chemicals leaching, and that's fine. You can replace these with maybe water in a metal water bottle holder or something. Here we've got light sticks and another little flashlight. These are actually red light sticks that you could use instead of a flare. You could lay them in the road and they're red. And then I've also got just some regular little skinny light sticks. I got those at the dollar store, and then another little flashlight and a headlamp in here in case we need to work on the engine. And then in here is some sanitation things like toilet paper, hand sanitizer, some tissues, and some big garbage bags, and some like Winkle or Walmart bags. And then just some personal wipes, just kind of keeping faces clean and things like that. So there is our car kit. Also included, I didn't bring into the house, is some jumper cables. You know, of course, you always are going to want to have that. But just mold your kit to whatever you think you will need. You know, if you want to use real flares, use real flares. I found these to be doable for me because flares I'm not used to using them, so I felt more comfortable just snapping a red light stick. Beef jerky lasts a long time. You know, again, a cell phone charger is important to me. Having light is important to me. I've got my handy dandy scraper here. Having warmth is very important to me, so I found a transportable way to have some warmth in the car. And then, of course, you know, a blanket and a jacket. You know, like I said, you could kneel on that to change a tire and keep your clothes clean. Of course, you want a little bit of first aid, whatever medications or something you might need. Like I said, if you're stranded for about 24 hours, think of what you're going to need in that car to stay alive, to get unstuck, to repair an engine, to stay warm, whatever it is that you think you might run into. So that is an idea of a car kit that you could put together. And like I said, you don't have to use an open container like this. I happen to like this for our trunk in our car. You could use a tote, you know, a flat tote if that helps you use up the space better in your trunk, but this one works for ours. So that's just an idea of some things you might need in a car kit.